Just listen to some of the appalling waste we have already identified. $22 billion from HHS to provide free housing and cars for illegal aliens. $45 million for diversity, equity, and inclusion scholarships in Burma. $40 million to improve the social and economic inclusion of sedentary migrants. Nobody knows what that is. $8 million to promote LGBTQI+ in the African nation of Lesotho, which nobody has ever heard of. $60 million for indigenous peoples and Afro-Colombian empowerment in Central America. $60 million. $8 million for making mice transgender. This is real. $32 million for a left-wing propaganda operation in Moldova. $10 million for male circumcision in Mozambique. $20 million for the Arab Sesame Street in the Middle East. It's a program. $20 million for a program. $1.9 billion to recently created Decarbonization of Homes Committee, headed up, and we know she's involved. Just at the last moment, the money was passed over by a woman named Stacey Abrams. Have you ever heard of her? A $3.5 million consulting contract for lavish fish monitoring. $1.5 million for voter confidence in Liberia. $14 million for social cohesion in Mali. $59 million for illegal alien hotel rooms in New York City. He's a real estate developer. He's done very well. $250,000 to increase vegan local climate action innovation in Zambia. $42 million for social and behavior change in Uganda. $14 million for improving public procurement in Serbia. $47 million for improving learning outcomes in Asia. Asia's doing very well with learning. We know what we're doing. We should use it ourselves. And $101 million for DEI contracts at the Department of Education. The most ever paid, nothing even like it. Under the Trump administration, all of these scams. And they're far worse, but I didn't think it was...
You know, our American test scores are at all-time lows. Asia is doing better than us. And yet we're spending money for them to improve? This is the thing where, why aren't Democrats disproving all this? Why aren't they? Yeah, they care about, oh, is Elon Musk, who cares? How about, do some journalism. Disprove this if you think this is wrong, if this is not true. This is a thing where I don't mind helping other people, but help America first. Help us first. If we are good, there's practically zero to barely any homeless. People are having homes. It's like people are having jobs. People are living. Our middle class is shrinking, not growing. Our middle class is shrinking, not growing. If we are doing amazing, then fine. Excess money, help others. Our streets, no potholes, cool, okay, great. Our homeless, gone. It's like, seriously. If we are doing great, if we are number one, top 3 in health, in housing, in economics, in education, and so on and so on. If we're the top, okay, excess money, fine. Help other people, help other people. We're not. In most categories, we are like not even top 10. And we are a first world country. We're supposed to be number 1. This is, it's like, and then we complain, oh, the rich ain't paying enough taxes. Really? The rich ain't paying enough taxes, yet all their tax money is going to other people? What do you want? You want the rich to pay taxes, more taxes, so that money can still go to other people. That's great. You can't even use the citizens' tax money correctly. You think I'm going to trust you to use rich people's taxes correctly? Fuck that shit.
The American sections are completely empty. Canada is not taking these tariffs lying down. You want a sign that it's really serious? Don't screw with alcohol, because in addition to the 25% counter tariffs that Prime Minister Trudeau has announced on billions of dollars on American imports, there's also unilateral action that's being taken here in Canada. For example, at the LCBO, the Liquor Control Board of Ontario, they have pledged that they will not sell any American alcohol until the United States decides to end this trade war. And that amounts to $1 billion annually. In fact, the LCBO is one of the biggest single consumers of American alcohol. And so you can see.
So, in my For You page, I've been seeing a lot of posters of how Canada's liquor stores are taking off American liquor companies off of their shelves. Okay, great. This is a thing where I don't think America or Americans are crying, or even the government is crying that you are not selling liquor. I don't think. I mean, you could stop selling liquor. You could stop selling cigarettes. I don't think America would be crying for that. It's like that. I mean, honestly, that's better for you. Stop drinking. Stop drinking. It's like you not buying liquor isn't going to hurt the American economy. So I don't know. I just thought that was like great. I just sometimes I just think it's ridiculous that I want America to be at its strongest again, where we are truly the top economy in the world, and we're strong in that economy. I am not slighted in the way if other countries don't like us or not. I'm not. I don't care. I really don't care. What I care about is and I'm being hopeful, if the administration will strengthen the American economy, will strengthen the American people. That's what I care about. That's what I care about. If we are successful. Now, a lot of people don't realize he's only been in office for a little over a month. So I'm being hopeful. I mean, he's done a lot. He put in process more than any other president I've ever known. Now, I'm not saying he's accomplished things, but again, he's been president for a little over a month. He's put into process a lot of different things. But again, he's not a dictator, he's a president. He's not a king, he's a president. So all his power is, putting things into process. Checks and balances, people. Checks and balances. Whether he, put things into process or not, it's up to the other departments, other, branches of the government to push his agenda along. So that's the thing where we got to realize that he's doing things. Now, whether he accomplishes or not, it's not technically up to him. It's up to the rest of the government. So that's something that, we got to really keep in check and understand that I'm hoping that what he's started, the results will be good for the American people. And again, who cares if Canada stops selling, American liquors? That hurts nobody.
In the wake of the new administration's policy changes, diversity hiring practices are being halted and reversed, leaving some employees out of work and confused.
I love working here. I don't know why I got fired. I was always the first one in, last one out. I always help my coworkers out, whether it be on the line or to pass a drug test. I've won Employee of the Month the last 14 months I've been here, consecutively.
They fired the white guy? He's the only worker here that hasn't tried to fight me yet.
They fired Jacob? Damn, he was my favorite. I'm not scared of black people, but one time I came and ordered at the drive-thru and started stuttering, and the black lady asked me if I was retarded.
I've been working here for 4 years. My coworkers are like family to me.
Who Jacob? You talking about the white dude who look like ugly Jesus? I thought he was undercover boss, to be honest with you.
Some of my coworkers would tell me that I'm too polite, but I didn't think that was a fireable offense. One time I did give a woman extra sauce, and when my manager saw that, after he got off FaceTime with his cousin, he yelled at me for a while.
Jacob is gone?
I never realized until today that I was a DEI hire, and it doesn't feel great.
While some see these policy changes as a step forward, others, like Jacob, are just hoping to land on their feet again.
I work here now. Chick-fil-A reached out to me almost immediately after the story broke. They said they have no problem that I'm white. They actually told me that it would be a problem if I wasn't. I don't think they were joking.
This man's fighting for his country. The sovereign nation got invaded. His people are dying. And this motherfucker talks about him wearing a suit. I hate this fucking country.
Then leave. Leave. You have the right to. You have the right to leave.
I've never in my life felt like I do right now. I don't give a fuck what he wears. This man has been respectful to every leader in the world. Everybody. And you clowns want to fucking do that shit to him when he comes over here.
Begging for money. Yes.
And then talk to him like shit. And kick him out of the White House. You fucking disgraceful son of a bitches. Man. I just want to be next to Zelensky right now.
I'm tired of these. These are the most un-American people ever. Yes, I agree with him. I don't care what he wears. I don't. But what I do care about is him coming here and begging for money so he can continue a war. Begging for money so he can continue a war. You're saying that, okay, you're saying that Russia invaded. Okay, cool. That's none of our business. We shouldn't care at all. We shouldn't care at all. That isn't our business. Our money should be going to the American people. Men like this is, and he's crying, men like this cry for people of another country when his own citizens, the own people of his country, right? People of the U.S. are suffering. We have a homeless problem. We have our own problem. We have an education problem. We have so many. We have a housing problem. We have so many problems. And you're crying about another country. The same thing with the kids that protest about the Middle East. Fuck you. Go there. Go. No one's stopping you. You can go. You can fly to these countries. This man who hates America, you can fly and join the Ukraine military. They will capture you. You want to go there? They will gladly, because they will take any able-bodied, males into their military. Go. Stop crying. Stop protesting. Stop crying. Actually do something. You care so much about Ukraine. These kids care so much about the Middle East. Go. Go. Stop taking U.S. resources. Stop taking space in the U.S. Go. I really hate this. Our tax dollars are going to fund a war. We shouldn't even give a shit. I don't care. I really don't care what is happening in Ukraine. I don't care what's happening in the Middle East. Why? Because our own house isn't great. No one's here screaming, oh my God, the U.S. is a utopia. No, we're not. We're not. We're complaining about grocery prices. We're complaining about prices. We're complaining about homes. There are people that are still homeless. We are complaining about a lot of things. So when I see money, taxpayers' money, our money, going to other shit that's not going to the American people, yeah, that that's one thing where I'm glad Trump is, president. I do not care about Ukraine. I don't care about any foreign country. I don't. Not until, this is the thing, not until we're great, then, you know what, excess money, fine. It's not excess money. It's not excess money. So, after these people, right, you want to cry, you want to protest, go.
You want the government to ban gender-affirming care for kids?
You want to lose every election? Just keep coming down on the side of parents coming in second in a who gets to decide what goes on with my kid contest.
First of all, there are also really important surgeries that people get for their heart, and they go wrong, and somebody dies. And nobody says we must stop the cardiologists. No one says we must stop the surgeons. We say let's.
That's your analogy?
Well, my analogy is only that. Wait, let me finish. Let's.
Right.
You gotta go. That's good. That's it. You're just leaving.
Go. Yeah, I'm just leaving.
Bill Maher, everybody.
And I dyed my hair last night so I could feel more masculine.
Hey, bro. After we're done deadlifting this elk to bring back to the houses that we built by chopping down trees with our bare hands, I was thinking maybe we can dye our hair blue and publicly change our pronouns because our feelings are more important than the scientific nature of reality. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, fuck yeah. My name's Jennifer now. You're valid, Jennifer. I'm non-binary. I'm a group of people now. Oh, that seems super inconvenient. I fucking love it. Man things. Man things. Tickle fight.
And I dyed my hair last night so I could feel more masculine.
Hey, bro. After we're done deadlifting this elk to bring back to the houses that we built by chopping down trees with our bare hands, I was thinking maybe we can dye our hair blue and publicly change our pronouns because our feelings are more important than the scientific nature of reality. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, fuck yeah. My name's Jennifer now. You're valid, Jennifer. I'm non-binary. I'm a group of people now. Oh, that seems super inconvenient. I fucking love it. Man things. Man things. Tickle fight.
I need the city to protect me because the federal government won't. And if you think you're afraid of Trump, you should see how afraid of Trump I am.
Can you wrap up, please?
Yes, I can. If you say that you're afraid of Trump and that's why you don't want the city to be a safe space for trans people, you better prepare for trans people to make this a very unsafe space.
I'm shaking right now. I don't want to be here. I'm sorry, am I taking too long pleading for my life?
You remembered how many children I have and that 2 of them are trans.
I speak as both the B and the T in the LGBT.
I'm multiply disabled. I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which is a connective tissue disorder that causes me immense physical pain. I'm on the autism spectrum, and I have narcolepsy, and I couldn't drive myself here, so I had to hide from my driver that I was in drag, which is not an easy thing to do in drag.
I do not want to be here. It's my day off. I do not want to be in your DMs. I do not want to be in your email inboxes. I do not want my creativity writing diss tracks like Kendrick. I don't want to spend an hour applying glitter on my face so that you will hear and see me. I want you to listen to me.
Let us remember that the Nazis burned the books the Nazis burned books on gender sciences first. Now the administration has villainized and marginalized migrant workers, trans, LGBT people, and even special needs, denying life-saving and affirming care.
Can you look at me and tell me how many of my friends need to die before you do anything?
Please wrap
look
up.
at me!
Okay, we're all done here.
Fucking pathetic!
We're all done, come on.
Of course, we need to continue celebrating Black History Month because in spite of what's coming down from Washington, we all know that we all exist and we all need to be recognized for our existence.
But be aware that you are a guest in my house when you come. And when you come, know that there are strong queer and trans people in my classroom who will collect you with the quickness.
My name in drag is Dee Dee Delight. And my name out of drag is Dewey Cosgrove Atienza.
Laddie LaRouge, he, they, in drag, District 3.
My legal name is Olivia D'Ambrosio. My public name is Livy Scanlon. My wife and I own a home in the Canal District.
I speak as someone who is always misgendered, like all the time. People refer to me as sir when I prefer to be referred to as ma'am. I speak as someone who is afraid to use public toilets. I speak as someone who is a member of this community and is a queer person.
You have to imagine being me and my wife, fearing that our marriage rights will be stripped away at any moment.
Please, I only have so much time. Please, Joe's gonna cut me off.
Which matters more? Covering the legal fees of systemic police brutality or protecting the lives of queer people in our community? How many lives have to be lost before you consider fighting back against fascism and corruption?
Now is the time to say that if federal money relies on the dehumanization of trans people, that we don't want your goddamn money.
I get that some of you care more about easy funding than trans lives and don't mind Nazis for some whatever reason, but...
Normally I would say good evening, but through the chair I will only impart my sour grapes.
It's an extremely emotional and taxing thing to stand up here as someone as part of the trans and gender diverse community.
My name is Katie. I'm from District 5, and I'm speaking in support of agenda items 10B and 14B. Right now in our country, Trump is threatening the trans and gender diverse community.
Noticing people here are trying to control the rights of others, and that's not right. We should make Worcester a sanctuary city for trans people. Everybody deserves to feel safe, and everybody needs to feel safe. I've lived here for 4 years, and there hasn't really been any changes in how people feel safe in the city. My birthday is this Saturday, and all I want is peace and for you to vote yes. Please don't let me down for my birthday. There's a lot of queer people that I love, and to Candy Carlson, you should know to never call someone, I'm 7, and I know better. The kids are watching